called The Forgotten City. This game used to be a mod on Skyrim, but was later taken off of Skyrim due to multiple issues. Anyways, we're going to be playing it while playing Fallout 4, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Dragon Age. Later this month, Assassin's Creed Shadows and Atomfall will also be added to the list of games I'm going to be playing. So there is that. Man, it's hot as hell in my room. Motion blur. Ew. Hello? Who are you?
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Stranger?
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Who's on the run from the law? You have a military-issued firearm, but only 10 bullets. You have to use them since there's no way of getting more.
Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me.
No.
He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him. If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please? Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. What do you want to know? Oh, there's not much to tell. It feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job. Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Lady, I swear to goodness.
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen. You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Why are you out here?
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
Who's
He's
Al?
the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other, but maybe the two of you could... In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure.
I'm just
You
gonna
really
kill him.
don't remember? Great. My hero. The entrance is just past those... Oh, and he left this here.
A flashlight.
Wow! Does it work? Wow, a flashlight.
The ruins are just beyond those columns. Please, hurry.
Look, it's my friendly neighborhood dragonfly. Oh, he ran on. Why can't I?
I got a flashlight.
So L2 is to run. L1 is to zoom. Circle is to jump. Triangles do that. Touchpad has no use. X is to interact. R1 does nothing. R2 does nothing. R3 does nothing. Why is this the crouch button?
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is...
I was trying to read that shit, man.
Well,
Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place. Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning.
They're weeping angels!
Why are there weeping angels? Why? Why are there weeping angels? Why don't you move? Weeping angels. I don't like it. Weeping angels. Whoa. Did King Midas do this? Bro. This is Pompeii. I don't like this place no more. I'm running away now. I don't like this place no more. I run away. Oh, my finger. Why are we underground?
Why is this the only one I can knock over?
Hello.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. In here, there are only two options: death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right, and I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now, and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Hello. Who keeps whispering?
I'll push you over. You'll never get back up. Oh, why is there dead people here? I'm the doctor. Tip. Raise your flashlight. Bruh, it's so fucking bright here. How the fuck can I raise my flashlight?
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina? No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head? That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here. We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March? It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the Empire are you from, exactly? CE? No idea what you're talking about. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine. Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming? Look, you seem like you might need a little extra help, and I'd feel... All right, friend, suit yourself. Just don't do anything too reckless till you've spoken with Magistrate Sentius in his villa down there.
What was that trophy? So, skip his tour. What is this? There's a secret over there. So this game is a mystery adventure game that repeats itself like a bajillion times apparently. Ah! My financials! Ah! I hate this game. Sleeping angels are real.
This man stole a coin purse. I witnessed it.
Says the statue.
Why?
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
What is with this?
That's good, in a sense.
What do
If
you
you're
mean?
not on edge, you've not been paying attention. But on the bright side, once you've been here a few months, well, it's slightly less terrifying anyway. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? I still don't have any of the... The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth. And that all of
It's
us
a
are
Christian
born with a
game. What's going on
tendency
here?
towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin? You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart. If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us. I'm afraid not. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate.
Until God
it
or
works
the
out.
gods?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning... I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed, but long hours of... Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome, we were among the fortunate ones with enough coins. A scuffle broke out. I woke up by the river. Oh, that's all. If you like. Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but... things are very... There was a terrible fire in Rome last year. And... Oh, thank you. all right? Or...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had... Thank you.
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide... I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money. I'll be stuck slaving away. I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no! I can't... I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. And I'd best pray for poor...
Jump. Oh. Follow him. What's in here? It's locked. Okay, I'm gonna go follow him. Geronimo!
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes, thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to elect you magistrate. And now... And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me? I'm Malleolus. And if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today. I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny.
So the one guy that fell before me hit the water so hard that he broke the floor underneath.
By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous... The person making a claim bears the onus of proving that claim. Can you do that? Can you prove the Golden Rule is real?
No.
As you wish.
I don't even know what the Golden Rule is.
I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here together, for better or worse. We're all going to have... You mean the children's... I trust you can see through the door this time. There's a key...
Through the door, hopefully. I'm gonna snoop around a bit. Got a grindstone in the house. Another produce bowl. A stove. It's not a weird stain on the wall. Oh, this man's been cursed. What's in here? Very Christian meta game. Got it. Can you speak? No? Darn it. So I used to follow. Goodness, if it tells me about another produce ball! It's over here. Is there a produce ball in here too? I must investigate the produce ball. Can I investigate this one? Hmm? Ah, yes, a vase. The same as the other one over there. Okay, what's in? I've already been in there.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been.
Just my key now.
Your magistrate. Yes, yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored to be elected your magistrate. And now. I make this
Hello?
You're not supposed to be in here.
I'm sorry. I know.
Talk. What business could you possibly have with me? My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to preferably the way you came. I think it's about to be broken if you... Finally! This is outrageous. Get out before I have Domitius throw you out.
I'm sorry. Who's Domitius?
Hello? Why are you up there all by yourself?
Oh god, it's another one.
Still here?
Yes.
A Greek statue of a lion.
How's that? Oh, nothing. So you have a scratch on your
What
arm?
now? The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? You go through me. Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why. When Malleolus wins the election, yeah, this place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see. I think it's gone on long enough. And Malleolus is going to put an end to it. We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way. Malleolus... Whatever. Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I... So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he said he could hear spirits. Anyway, a few days later, so I go down after him, and hunched over him was something that made my blood a creature. Well, any sane person would have done. Without a weapon? Well...
What's in here, man? Any scary fucking shit in here? Hello?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay, so don't steal. Got it. I'm not gonna go that way. So, stealing is bad. Bro, can you not? Because I am. Stop asking me questions. Why are you here? What's in here? So stealing is horrible and kills everybody in the game. Got it. Ow, my nose.
Wow, there's nothing up here. I'm so glad I explored. Amazing.
Kill me! What the fuck is that? Stop this.
Isn't the great temple majestic? A new face, Ave, and Mayvet. I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods. We asked for blessings, but here, I find myself Would you like to hear it? I suppose so. Jupiter and Mercury put a town to the test by disguising themselves as vagrants and asking for shelter there. Everyone turned them away and failed that test. And then white. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred, but I like to think it's that we should all... A cynic philosopher. I don't have...
my. I suppose it's usually the proper approach. And then, but to be honest, let's do it your way. You know, I'm Karen, you say, and nothing about... Older. I see. I apologize. Have you spoken with any of the... I really think you should. Go around. Good. I just... Up until a few weeks ago, she was always so... And then, she withdrew. But she just looked at her. Look, it could be... But... I just... Thank you.
What
now,
the hell?
Go and follow... Come back to me once you've acquainted...
Greetings, citizen. My name... I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the gold. It shouldn't take too long. Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the golden rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way.
Are they? We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. A curious name. I see you have the piercing and we're always happy to welcome another scholar to our... Now, you're probably wondering what... A secret city built deep in the mountains. Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built. 22
This man has a deep ass
by the fates living, and in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fight. Well, I'm not sure, but the reason for this, if even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us, you see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, the many shall suffer for the sins of the one. From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods. It's extraordinary that we've survived. And now it seems all that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the golden rule. Unless you and I can stop... I know that's a lot to take in. An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and we must honor the peace of the gods. It is only by offering the gods the... Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? Rome is a beacon. We have comprehensive. All our citizens, when our people are starving, they are given food rations. And when our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as no other civilization in the world is so advanced. Of course, what else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? On occasion, but our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory or condemned prisoners. Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands. You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry. Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable... Well, right now, you're a long... I have made my... Unfortunately, there are still those... I would be keeping a close eye on them if I would... You see, in my search for a way to save my people, it said to open a doorway in time, so that if the... And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong. 2,000 years? Please, tell me, in your... I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpine. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means, in this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me? Ah, I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to... Well, I suppose that... Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking. As for me, well... The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. Do you ever stare at a problem for what's needed here? Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office. Frankly, their selfishness... If I understand Proserpine's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the gold, thus you... Ah. Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city. Talk to I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect... Figure out who the culprit is and... Oh, and what? I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like some... Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news? I've had plenty of time to think. I've always considered our survival. Give the gods what they... The real enemy I trust... Of course. What is it? Why then did you say, it looks like you'll have to ask them? Good. Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name. Though magistrate is the... Before I wound up here, it's a cavalry. As magistrate, I usually wear a toga. But today, I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you. So, my men and I were at the... Now the port is usually... They were trying to escape a terror. The next thing I knew, I went looking for my horse and discovered... I was elected 7 months ago. They're supposed to be... Unfortunately, it... Very well. If I did... Thank you.
They just divided us into groups of 10. Made us draw straws. And whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 died.
Are they?
So the golden rule is real, and it's scary.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumbulatus decius won't give it to me. It's too late. She just slipped away. No, now it's fine. I can't afford to wallow here. And I need the distraction. What's on your mind? She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, and I knew Decius had some at his markets. That'll be 1,000 denarii. Then that torch anywhere else, I just... So all I could do is... And now I'll never know who... Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from... Get me that silk. I don't care how you get it. I swear. I'm Lucretia, and I'm tired. My husband, I would have... So as he prepared, I could... The next thing It's alright. And while there's no shortage of... Oh, this kind of strange, but the... Well, until this changes the last time, and then she's been gone so long, but I really wish I could reach her, because one of my patients is suffering from... I really shouldn't say. He's become so irritable. I just know Navia. Really?
It's a penis. Hello.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it. Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. Terrible shame where... Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000... Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Hear what? You sure you're feeling all right? If you're... She claimed the statue was whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it, but I digress. That's hardly my concern. Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something... You mean, how did I... All right. Mostly had myself a nice little... See, about 7 months ago, so I gather my... All the way down to... But the captain's happy to take my coin. No, too heavy. The girl? Weren't you... I mean, I can always buy a new slave. So I put my hand on the cart, and in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the tide. know, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody... Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something. Because when I came to, I'd washed... I couldn't agree more. I mean, sure, I'd lost a few... Look around you, there must... You mean how the... Suit you? I'm afraid some people... It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just... Of course, I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no... Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means... Thank you, friend. Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope did... Not. Very well.
Greetings and salutations. Greetings. I'm a leather boots. I have trapped and never... And now you have me more intrigued than before. We will have my story. You mean to say... I'll tell you. I say the more of... A good question. I rendered, and we begin now. This time, when I regained. Indeed, in any case, I went to find anything you. Shh. Have you not been told about the... Oh, of course, the first question any of us asks when we and scaling the chasm wall is out of the question. For it, but as they say, if the wind fails, use the See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood... I admire you. There was an attempt made, but they even decided to keep records of their They heard the godlike voice shake the entire city, and so it seems that to me... Have you not heard that when Demeter, the mother of Persephone, instead, innocent people died? So yes, we know. If we avoid doing what you...
Holy talking! This game's reminding me of frickin'... Just an FYI, all daylight savings is tomorrow at 2 a.m.
It does, doesn't it? But it is not enough for us, for even if, sadly... but on a lighter, for all their grim and... That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning... I do not enjoy the thought... Nothing comes to my mind. I hope that our...
Make sure you stay away from that empty shrine. It's going to collapse at any moment. Ah, a new face. You arrived... Well, I'm an architect. Help out with repair, but you probably... You wouldn't believe... They are much worse, but once you get you... Oh, I just mean I grew up. They weren't... Some people... I mean, which means... And I'm... Good. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving. Good question. It's best if I say no more. Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you think. Hey, nothing gets by you. Sorry, that was me. And when you grow up in the north, I saw enough friends killed or driven, so I hid who I was for. But that kind of fear eats away. Needless to say, since I'm not, my openness didn't. Nice of you to. In any case, the Roman, or at least I saw. The strange. I've never read. If I had to guess. Strange bunch. They insist there's only one God, and that he considers my nature a sin. If there are any of them here, all I know is if these threats keep asking. What? I'm glad you arrived. Someone who lives. Oh, but if you find them, please come back. This area is private. Please leave. Any news about my secret Oh, that's... Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some... My vote isn't for sale. Nice to talk to you.
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die in here?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
I hope so. Galerius, what happens when... Hello? My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble. I don't know. Yes, but I wasn't. They said I did it. More than... Yes. What does it say? My friend Hannibal used to look up. He said he gave me this key. All I remember is now nobody looks after me. Hannibal Galerius already tried. Like Galerius? He's nice. If you help make him... Hannibal said it was... Bye-bye. Hello. Have... My friend Hannibal, he said he gave me this... All I remember is now nobody looks after... You're going to let me out of here? Galerius, or... What about the rule? Like, if you help Hannibal's... Gold? Bye-bye.
Help! You have to do... A man arrived in the bar. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the gold. None of us do. You'll just have to... Thank you. I have... What? Why? All right, fine. Come and find me my bed. Fabia, but now...
Come and join me by the fire. Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name? It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here? Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule? You have much to learn. It's best if you figure it out on your own. Come back once you've made progress. Then you should speak with your contemporaries in the city above. Ask them about their stories and see if you detect a pattern of some sort. It is best if you come to this realization for yourself. You would never believe me if I told you.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is? Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Oh, hey, Red.
Curse you, cultist.
Ah! That's nice. This is starting to remind me of Midas. Is it King Midas? There's a person underwater here.
You there! I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts. Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
Well, I would like to say King Midas did it.
Well, between you and me, I found an old scroll from years ago, hastily written, in which the author claimed something extraordinary and terrifying. He wrote that when the golden rule is broken, statues spring to life all over the city, wielding golden bows, and begin firing. Supposedly, 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped. And yet, on the other hand, I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the gold, with the ability to transmute organic. Use your imagination, go, and even if we were to Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not? Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana? Good. Then none of this should be a surprise to you. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a gold, and it just so happens that there is a shrine of... And would you like to guess? Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple. Oh, gods, no. If you tried that, we'd all be dead within No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a gold. Then you enter the shrine. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous... But in my experience... Now... So, are you in, partner? Are you sure? Last chance. Wonderful. This is a... And here we are. Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can, head on inside. It's just at the end of the street on the left.
Greetings and salutations.
So, the statues are ruled by somebody. Somebody is controlling them, their voice, etc., etc. Right.
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow? Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me and I'll unlock it for you. A little bit slow, aren't you? Yes, I locked you in, and until you give me my bow, you're gonna stay in there, like Tantalus in Tartarus. No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical... Not a very effective threat, is it? Your second problem is the golden rule. What are you gonna do? The bow? I would reconsider my position quickly, but you're stuck in there with... You know, some say it takes 20... Let's find out if...
What's this sponge stick?
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me. A rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again, and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and, disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strained whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that, even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke.
I'm curious about something. What if I shoot the statues with this? Do they come unstoned?